We all came to MAGS in the summer of 2010. Everything was brand new and different back then. We were lost, confused, and late to all our classes. We had to queue up in front of the student centre to get late passes. Most of our classmates were strangers, knowing nobody at all. We had nothing in common except for being 3 inches tall. But after 4 years, these strangers are friends, and high school is over. All good things must come to an end. Although when an artist's journey ends, another venture begins. After summer comes autumn, after autumn comes winter, after winter comes spring, and after spring, the summer. But this summer won't be the same summer, which is a bummer. Yes, this summer will be different than all others before. We won't come back to MAGS and wear that filthy uniform. We won't see that gorgeous blue and yellow beast associated with our pride. We won't purchase the delicious overpriced food that the top shop supply. We won't see our old friends. We won't see our old teachers. We won't hear every premier sport game result that the headmaster features. This summer won't be like those in our past, with our well-anticipated futures coming at last. We will spend the rest of our lives looking ahead, but let's take out this special day to look backwards instead. Let's thank those who helped us to be here today, and acknowledge the fallen people with honour and praise. Our mothers, our fathers, our aunties, our friends, our uncles, our cousins, this list never ends. Neighbours, principals, coaches, teachers, ministers, deans, priests, preachers, the workers at Starbucks and the McDonald's drive-thru. Without all of these people, what would we do? Without all of these people, would we be here today? Or would we have dropped out of school? Anyway, today we shall reminisce to 4 years back and reflect on events that helped us keep on track. Let's reflect on the times that built us into shape, even those times when we wanted to escape. The last 4 years brought lots of gladness, but sadly also brought us some sadness. The conflict in relationships we faced, the friendships we lost, the shallow gains from great cost. But to achieve success, we must pay a price. And anywhere I went, these were the words of advice. If you wanted something, you had to go get it. If you had a dream, you had to protect it. If you struggled at it, you never gave up on it. And if you had a vision, you had to pursue it. But let's be honest, most of us had no vehicle to drive our motivation, and hence no success was achieved with any foundation. High school wasn't easy, sometimes it was tough, like maths, English, even the teachers were slightly rough. Chemistry studying, fundraiser baking, and even those close sport games that we were close to caking. These are what we call borders, both internal and external. These borders are invisible that separate yourself from your potential. Just like homes and your driveway outside, invisible borders separate yourself from your career to your calling, from high school to university, from Facebook to reality. Yes, borders are barriers in your life that separates from where you are now to where you're meant to be. And thereby, invisible borders are any barrier in your life that separates you from unleashing your potential and moving forward into your God-given purpose. Yes, these are invisible borders, but now we're here. Those college dropouts, stress and anxiety, those late night parties, and the rest of society. These were your borders during your times at high school. This was your comfort zone, but where you really want to be is out there, because out there is where your purpose lies. So now what we've got to do is to be courageous. We've got to be strong. We've got to break these barriers. Got to overcome the stress. Got to break these low expectations. Because once we break these barriers, only then can we fulfill our purpose. And let me tell you a little secret. For every time you spend inside these barriers, you rob yourself from your destiny. Today, however, we'll miss sadly and say more goodbyes, as today of all days we must realize that although graduation is a celebration, and a day that is filled with joy and jubilation. But it's also the last time we'll be in one place, as MAGS class of 2014. And since that is the case, there are some people who we won't see again, about who we can only say, I knew that person when. Some people next year will be quite far away. We might become doctors, lawyers, engineers, actors, builders, real estate agents, or any other calling that fills our amazement. To those who are leaving, we must say goodbye. And although we are sad, we all must let go of our childhood and comfortable life that we know, and move on and go into the future and face the unknown. It's time to decide what will be when we're grown. It's time, as the world is ours to rule nor fix, but if we look back at scenes, we'll always be MAGS class of 2014. So after our 18-year-old wait, it's time now to embrace our fate. Each one of you, I congratulate. It's the 3rd of November, and on this date, we pass on through the future's gate, and nothing we've done can quite equate to the ceremony that truly is first rate. Ladies and gentlemen, let's graduate.